It don't bite. Yes, it do!
Welcome back, guys, to my weapon mixer series. I noticed you guys liked the previous one I made 3 years ago, so I decided to make another one. If you are new to this channel and you don't know what's going on, basically what we do here is we come on Inferno, right? You go to the left here and you press this hidden red button, then you go to the other side, you pet a donkey, and then you press another button, and then this panel emerges from the ground. This is a weapon mixer 7000. What this does is you choose 2 or more weapons you want from this panel. Then you press this combine button and out comes a combined weapon. So just as an example, let's choose an op and a PP Bison. And if we combine both of these weapons, out comes an OPP. OPP. Not a great gun, I'll be honest with you. It suffers from a major projectile dysfunction. The base is great though, it's an AUK with an extra Bison magazine, and it has a fire rate of PP Bison. It shoots AUK bullets that fast, but you can't really aim anywhere, because the barrel is very flaccid. It's dangerous, you can hit your feet, your friends, or any of your surroundings. And also, like, it doesn't even shoot the whole mag as well. Like the last couple of bullets, you have to really wiggle the barrel to get them out of there. And even then, when you think you are done shooting, it still drips out some of it, so there's that. It does get stiff though, sometimes, especially if you're aiming at like a female player model. But now even then, it's hard to aim because now it just points up, so you can't really use... Oh, no, Jessica, wait, sorry. And now that she's gone, it's back to being flaccid. We should really apologize to her and tell her this is not what it looks like. Hey! Alright, for the next weapon, let's choose a Navaja knife and a deagle, and if we press the combine button, out comes Navajigal. Unlike the OPP, I don't know much about this one. Looking at it, it's a deagle that has like one hole that it shoots out of, and it's surrounded by a couple of Navaja knives. I've heard that they move around and the shape of it varies from Navajigal to Navajigal. And also I've heard that this gun can be a bit more vocal than the OPP. Like when you shoot it, apart from the shooting sounds, it makes this sounds. I'm sorry about this one. Also another thing, like every guy that I know that has used this weapon can't explain why this happens, but like every 7 bullets out of 30 just come out painted red for some reason. And during those 7 bullets, the gun gets pretty unstable, so we can't figure out why that happens. So if you own this one, just type in the comments and let us know. Just any info would be great. Oh, and Navajigal actually comes with an accessory. Like, we have a HE grenade already, right? Like, why? If we take the HE grenade and then we combine it with a rib and a lipstick, and we press the combine button, out comes a SHE grenade. Way more powerful than a HE grenade, but very hard to get it off. The pin, I mean, you need a special technique, like you hold it with your left hand, right? Then you use 2 fingers from your right hand to pull on the pin, and then you just push it back and forth as fast as you can until the thing pops, and then you have like under a second to take cover until it just explodes and then makes a complete mess. Or it doesn't. It's not that easy. It also depends if it's in the mood or not. Okay, for the next one, let's choose M4, a P90, a couple of silver ranks from this custom items panel, definitely a global elite, and a potato microphone. And if we combine all of these, out comes a assault rifle. Assault rifle. Non-lethal, completely useless if you want to kill someone, doesn't even shoot real bullets, but it's loaded with a lot of salt. And at the end of the barrel, it has a megaphone instead of a suppressor. So what you do is you just aim at a person, and when you pull the trigger, it just starts being so loud. It makes a lot of sound, and when you run out of salt, you just replace your salt magazine, and then you can just continue being loud. This one actually might remind you of a similar one I made, M4A1V. It actually had a vodka bottle instead of a suppressor.
Блядь, сука, Питер, нахуй.
And before we move on to the final weapon, the sponsor of this video,
Сука, Peter, нахуй, нахуй.
And speaking of иди нахуй, for the next weapon, let's choose an extremely accurate, life-size model of Putin from this panel. Then let's put in an AK-47, a Negev, maybe an OP, a P90, and a C4. And if we combine all of those, out comes AK-47Z. Not yet, I'm not done yet. AK-47Z looks so powerful and menacing. Or does it? Let's take a closer look. It has a scope, a huge magazine capacity, shoots Negev bullets, and has rockets. What can be so wrong with it? Firstly, if you noticed, the scope is backwards. If you look through it, you'll see very clearly how far and unreachable this weapon's goals actually are. Secondly, yes, it has Negev bullets and rockets, but when you shoot it,
Hammer tech? Yeah.
they don't go very far. They just fall on the ground. It's like they don't have enough fuel to go where they want to go. Also, you can't buy this weapon with in-game money. Or any money, to be honest. Best chance of you acquiring this weapon is you finding it in some field, broken and on fire. It will be very useful if you bring a tractor. And finally, the worst thing about this weapon is it's not even there sometimes. You think you're holding it, but when you try to touch it, your hand just goes right through. I hate this weapon. F this weapon.
What did Cage teach you to call me?
An ugly motherfucker.
I will eat him alive.